To some, Virgil Abloh was a divine disruptor, an architect of culture who shattered fashion's boundaries. Others called him a fraud. But one thing is certain, he changed the game forever. Let's get into it. Virgil Abloh was born on September 30th, 1980 in Rockford, Illinois. A child of Ghanaian immigrants, he learned sewing from his mother, a seamstress, while his father ran a paint company. Virgil grew up fascinated by architecture. He studied civil engineering at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, graduating in 2002, then earned a Master of Architecture from Illinois Institute of Technology in 2006. Let's talk about RSVP Gallery. Virgil was the visual mind behind RSVP's unique aesthetic. He curated the interior design, visual merchandising, and product selection, combining high-end streetwear, pop culture, and contemporary art in ways few had done before.
I think of that store as a collab between Don and I, and we manifested something that to me is timeless and fresh to this day. Those neon lights are doing a lot. They're sort of charged up with the energy of all the years that it took for it to be something that it is today. All the next generations that come to RSVP know that it's a place that can be a stepping stone to your dreams. It's beyond just a shop. It's beyond just retail. You know, it is what you make of it. It's a platform.
Connector, our RSVP became a hub for Chicago's creative youth. It was a meeting point for designers, musicians, and tastemakers. Artists like Chief Keef and Vic Mensa would drop by, turning the space into a streetwear salon of sorts. Through RSVP, Virgil saw how retail can be cultural infrastructure, not just a store, but a movement. He learned to shape narrative through design, environment, and product curation. He understood early on that presentation was as important as the product. This would become a guiding principle for Off-White and his later work with Louis Vuitton. RSVP showed him how fashion, music, and art could intersect naturally in one space. That sensibility bled into every project he touched afterward. Pyrex Vision, 2012. Virgil rebranded dead stock rugby flannel shirts by screen printing Pyrex and the number 23, then marking them up to around $550. Through Pyrex Vision, Virgil mastered the power of provocation using irony and appropriation to spark conversation. It was an experiment in conceptualizing value, helping shape his recurring ironic detachment design philosophy. Though short-lived, Pyrex Vision laid the groundwork for Off-White, teaching him how remixing familiar pieces could generate buzz and elevate streetwear into cultural critique. Off-White, 2013. Off-White started as a Milan-based label defined by deconstructed garments using standardized typography, quotation marks, zip ties, industrial tape, and stark diagonals to define its aesthetic. Virgil translated his architectural discipline into fashion. Minimal tweaks like his 3% design rule made everything feel thoughtfully curated while staying rooted in streetwear ethos. Off-White helped elevate streetwear into luxury consciousness, launching women's wear in 2014 and making the brand a finalist for the LVMH prize, marking its commercial and critical breakthrough. The 10 collaboration with Nike was another major milestone in Virgil's career. In 2017, Virgil worked with Nike to reimagine 10 classic silhouettes. He made deconstructed, transparent artworks finished with his signature red zip ties. Virgil knew shoe culture held enormous cultural currency, and sneakers could be art. His subtle interventions on familiar silhouettes deepened emotional resonance within his audience. The 10 collaborations sparked the high fashion sneaker boom. The collaboration marked Virgil as a cultural connector, helping give streetwear global respect and reinforcing sneakers' centrality in contemporary luxury. Louis Vuitton. Virgil Abloh's tenure at Louis Vuitton, 2018 to 2021, was a historic chapter in fashion history, one where he shattered norms, redefined luxury menswear, and opened doors for underrepresented creatives. In March 2018, Virgil was named artistic director of Louis Vuitton's menswear, becoming the first black designer to ever lead a major French luxury house. This was more than a hire, it was a paradigm shift. A Ghanaian-American streetwear designer with a background in architecture and no formal fashion training was now at the helm of one of the most storied fashion houses in the world. Debut collection, SS19, We Are the World, Held in the Palais Royal Gardens in Paris, the runway show featured a rainbow-colored floor symbolizing inclusivity and diversity. Nearly all the models were men of color, with many walking their first runway ever, marking a powerful commentary on representation. The collections featured high-end tailoring mixed with streetwear touches. It included transparent PVC parkas, neon leather, and tie-dye tailoring. The pieces were inspired by the Wizard of Oz, a metaphor for his own journey. It felt like the gates of high fashion had opened to a new generation. It redefined who luxury was for and by. So now that you've seen the journey, what did you learn? Was it about trusting your vision, breaking the rules, or knowing that even 3% can make all the difference? Virgil didn't just design clothes, he designed permission for people like you and I to create without waiting for approval. Ask yourself, how can you apply his philosophy to your world? How can you remix what's already here into something no one's ever seen before?